iced coffee hour.
Yes.
In the beginning, they asked.
For those that want to be successful, what's something that they should be willing to sacrifice that they don't?
And you said.
Sacrifice. People think the answers go into like time with your friends and family. It's real. I'm going to say something interesting. I think if you're in your perfect pocket, you're not sacrificing. I actually think you're being selfish. I think what people need to do is find their selfish place.
I watched that 3 times and I just wasn't sure what you meant by that.
What I mean, that is like, you're not sacrificing. You're happy to give up leisure, sleep, family time. You're actually being selfish when you're in a perfect pocket. You're choosing your passion over everything. You know how people talk about like obsessed, you know, when athletes are training for a fight, like everything else is shut out. And then for some people, that's their entrepreneurial journey for like a year or 2 or 3. I guess what I'm a big fan of is not judging yourself or it on a day-to-day basis, looking at it as a whole. The lack of judgment on oneself is the unlock. You're allowed to be selfish and you're allowed to be selfless. And sometimes they mix nicely and sometimes they're out of whack. And when you observe it, it doesn't mean like it's all horrible. Right. If you're like, oh, I was out of whack, it's not the end of the world. Fix it. I woke up one day at 38 and a half and said, my health is out of whack. Fixed it. And you make decisions. If your best friend's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, where are you at? Like, I haven't seen you at bowling. I haven't seen you at paint gun. I haven't seen you, you haven't been at the bar. You're allowed to say, yo, Dustin, let's say we're best friends. Dustin, I'm just, this V-Friends thing, I think I'm locked in right now. I'm gonna just need you. Like, I love you, bro, and I'm gonna try. But like, the next 6 months, I just think I'll try to check in. We've been boys for 30 years. Can you be on the offense while I'm in this cocoon? I'll be there for you when you're in your cocoon. But right now I'm in it.
We don't have enough of those conversations, though.
Nobody does.
Yeah.
That. Got it?
Mm.
Thank you so much, man. Go to Shonduras now. What Space Station? It's really animation, YouTube, creator. And he's just the best. He's doing his own version of us in his own way, mixed with people and like his family. And it's like YouTube family and animation. I made it to Space Station. If you want to know how much I love you, I literally woke up sick today, which is once in every 6 years.
Sorry,
my
man.
bones are shaking, but I'm here.
I was actually just really excited to show you around and a lot of good chats, but I was worried that you guys are on that DailyVee grind. You want to do some fun stuff and skateboard.
Oh, I'm literally here for the meetings.
We do this every day. This is just normal. This is how fun
Normal
the Space
shit.
Station is. We show up, get into our costumes, and just hang out. This guy's double fisting the coffee.
I'm not feeling well, so I'm just trying to hot beverage my way through this. I'm
double fisting.
I'm double warm beverage sitting. All right, let's do it.
One of the powerful things about this team is that none of them really have crazy industry experience. They're people that I knew I didn't want to come from a traditional industry pipeline. I wanted to teach them my way. But they've grown from just being okay animators to being able to have an opportunity to really grow.
It's literally how we built the biggest marketing company in the world. Right. Same thing. Everybody else came with too much baggage of the wrong way,
and these
expensive
guys didn't know what they didn't know.
Which it leads to creativity and curiosity. Makes all the sense in the world.
I'm about to blow Gary's line with so much energy.
Gary, what just happened?
Holy shit, what?
Who pulled that?
This ain't an Ohio local shot.
What?
Ohio's just got it going. Is that one of one?
One of one blaster exclusive.
More important than what they're talking about, my 6-year-old just did a drawing on a Topps Chrome V-Friend, and it's worth $250 right now. So get yourself some Topps Chrome and a 6-year-old. Business advice.
Yeah, get a 6-year-old right now.
I have a favor to ask you.
The answer is yes.
I used to read this book before I even met Sean.
Yeah,
is that right?
I'm working for Sean.
That's awesome.
I love this book.
Of course, my brother.
The honors.
Of course.
I don't have the cover, so
no worries. You don't need the cover. Actually, I can doodle on the cover.
I can say for sure, I would not be right here, and most of these people would not be right here if it wasn't for Gary. All the interaction with fans, the DMs, the care, not charging for our apps that we just talked about, all that came from putting people first. And I don't think I had that mindset or mentality. Learned it from this guy, and I definitely didn't know how to do social media. Also learned it from this guy, so kind of a cool full circle moment.
Love you, brother. So proud of you. It's an incredible operation. Once my ears go cold, we're in trouble.
That's how you can tell?
Yeah. And I do believe for this organization, disproportionately the live social shopping, I believe that 30% of all e-commerce business in 15 years will be done in a live form, full-pledged QVC-ification of shopping and e-commerce. And I think you're in an incredibly powerful position to be really great at it. And I have a funny feeling you're gonna all get like a calendar invite for a live social shopping town hall soon. I'm excited to watch you all execute that.
These are the brand new Top Scrum that just came out. All over to GameStops yesterday trying to get some extra ones to share with the crew here. They are sold out everywhere immediately, and GameStop's like, I don't know what's going on, but we can't keep them in. So that was kind of cool. And this is my very first pack. I have not opened one yet, so I think I want to do the honors of ripping my first pack, share it with the family, and then also have some of the V-Friends team open some. Okay.
Oh my God, Miles got a big card. That is the very, 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 very lucky black cat. That's our Pikachu. That's our main character. One of the biggest things for V-Friends is to change perceptions to make them more positive. So we made the black cat. Instead of unlucky, we made him very, 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 very lucky. Not to get too deep, but the lore of why black cats are unlucky are not grounded in good things. And I would like to be the human that changes that lore. And so the black cat is the big one. I'm not delusional. I've been all over the world. I'm on the board of Pencils of Promise and Charity Water. There's 800 million people right now that don't have access to clean water. So when I think about someone who's like feels bad because they can't afford an iPhone or has to cancel their Netflix subscription, I just believe that if people had a better perspective and simplified their life and became less materialistic and were grateful for what they have versus envious for what they don't have, that life would be better. And then what I did with certain characters was, I know Pumas are cool. The reason I made it Perspective Puma, I wanted the Perspective one to be very cool. Because I think if 6-year-old boys and girls fall in love with how cool Puma is at 6, by the time they're 14, they might have some sort of affinity to having their perspective right. And so the story about Perspective Puma is he's going to navigate the jungle and he's going to help people have a better perspective on, we are now in a place in our society where people have weaponized words like anxiety when it's really just inconvenience. And that's a bad perspective. That's hurting these kids. You know, a little adversity is now, I have mental health issues. That's not good. There are people who actually have mental health issues. And that's important. Thank God we don't have a stigma on it. But we need a little course correcting. So a lot of ambition for Perspective people.
That is really...
That's way deeper than I thought.
DailyVee, we are here in Utah. Gary, somewhere over there. It was a productive day. Shonduras Spacestation. Such a good team, really.
No, I was just going to say, typically...
Can't wait to be back.
Like,
to
very
do our own thing.
different than like a slow boat.
Feeling any better?
Vlog, I'm actually happy you're here. Like, this is a rare occurrence. This is like a solar eclipse.
Do you think there'll be a DailyVee tomorrow?
I don't think so. Who's filming tomorrow?
Stefan.
I'm gonna keep fighting. You think I'm embarrassed so that all of you are gonna think I can't hustle so hard? Who gives a shit? Like live, you know what I mean? Like live your life.